Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm WoWcrendor, and welcome to another episode of World of Crendor. We're almost at 20. We're almost at 20. That is crazy. I can't believe I've been doing Q&As for that long, but we have. We have been doing them for almost 20 episodes. So, keep sending in those questions to worldofcrendor@gmail.com, and your question may get answered, okay? Okay. First question. This is for the WoW section of your World of Crendor Q&A. I was wondering about the professions in WoW. I'm really finding them to be useless unless you're using them to make gold. Example, mining for mats to either smelt or forge with another profession to craft then sell. Enchanting, create enchantments for personal use or to sell. Or blacksmithing, craft then sell. So basically what I'm trying to say is, should Blizzard work on some professions improvements? You grind and grind for hours to max level your profession skill level, and in the end you're just basically competing with the auction house to make gold. There should be some more benefits from professions, like blacksmithing should have a gear customize option like transmog, but instead of changing the gear's appearance, change the color of it. Enchanting should have a spell effect customize option, like choose what aura you have around your weapon. And mining have one of those mole machine teleporters, but act as a hearthstone/port. You could save the location where you wanted to hearth port anywhere in the world, not just to an inn or major city. Would love to hear your feedback. Terminator. So, I think you're onto something here, Terminator. I think professions really do lack something, and if you look at most games seem to, slack on the professions. And for whatever reason that is, back when I first started to, play WoW, I looked up professions and I saw, cooking, and I was like, oh, that looks awesome, I could be a cook, and, maybe I'll make some awesome recipes, and it's all you really do is you gather stuff, and you click a button, and it cooks. And, the only more advanced professions I've seen are stuff like Fable or Skyrim, where you actually have, or is it in Skyrim? I don't know. Fable has a thing where the thing swings back and forth, this little dot, and you hit it in the green. For blacksmithing, for example, you have to time it right. It's all about timing. And that's the peak of what I've seen from skill level at professions, and what I'm hoping is something like Guild Wars 2 or these crazy new games that are coming out. I want to see cool profession enhancements, maybe something that promotes I don't know, I just want professions to be better. Maybe if you're a cook, you actually have to chop up the food, and you actually have to stir it and cook it at the right temperature, and it gives you maybe you can burn it, or you can undercook it and get sick from it. That's the type of stuff I want. I want real cool profession depth. That's what I'm looking. I want more depth to the professions, and that because of that depth, because you're adding more skill level, I guess you could say, or time and effort put into that, you would need greater rewards. So maybe if you cook your food correctly and you make it really good, it would be this super awesome buff you get, or I don't know. That's the type of stuff it needs, because right now, in WoW, for example, professions really are boring. They really are, and I like your idea, because WoW can't really do what I was just talking about, because it's an older game, so it has that, you can't really make these drastic changes or anything, but they tried to do that in Wrath, I think, with, blacksmithing. They were hey, now you get 200 health or something for being a miner, I don't know what it was, but, that would be cool to add, actual, benefits, having a mole machine where you could dig up anywhere in the world or something, or being able to, if you're a tailor, you could change the color of your clothes because they use dyes and stuff. That's cool. And make having a profession something really unique that's, I don't know. you got my point. I think you have a good idea, and I think games need to do more to enhance the profession aspects of the game. Leave a comment below on what you think about that, okay? Okay. Next question. Dear WoWcrendor, I wanted to ask, what do you think of WoW nostalgia? I quit WoW a year ago after I had been playing WoW for quite some time. I took 1 2-month break during TOC. Yet whenever I play a new MMO during a time I felt like I had been finished with WoW, a month later I end up playing WoW again. For example, during TOC I ended up taking a 2-month break and decided to play Lord of the Rings Online. When I played it, I got nostalgic memories of WoW, and they kept coming back to the point where I couldn't even play Lord of the Rings Online anymore, and got back into WoW just in time for ICC. The same thing happened to me when I tried out Aeon and Rift, although I didn't feel like quitting WoW when I tried them. I didn't think they were bad games, I just got to the point where I couldn't play them because I kept getting some nostalgic memory voice in my head telling me to go play WoW. Now, I just bought Star Wars The Old Republic, and it's a great game, except parts of it feel a bit grindy. However, now I'm at level 25 and I started getting nostalgic memories of how awesome WoW was, and they're telling me I should resubscribe to WoW and start playing it again. Why do you think this always happens? Because I seem to get a feeling I will never be able to enjoy another MMO besides WoW purely because of the nostalgic factor I get when I play a new MMO, even if the new MMO is a really good one. Is this a common thing, or am I just crazy, or has Chris Metzen put a mind chip device in my brain that makes me want to play WoW whenever I play another MMO? From a big fan, Mark Luz, or as my guildmates call me, Mark Lulz from Icecrown. So, Mark Lulz from Icecrown, the reason you're having WoW nostalgia is because when you play a new game, a new MMO at that, it's not really that different from WoW, and you know, some people are gonna be like, "Oh, it's a lot different." Like, look at there's different characters and there's different spells, but it's like it's the same template, and there might be a few new additions that are different from WoW, that like features and whatever. But when you boil it all down, it's the same template. You have a character, they gain levels. You get abilities, you press 1, 2, 3 to cast said abilities, you level up, you grind, you do quests, you get to a point where you get to PvP or PvE and you get gear. Like, there you go. That's all it is. And until someone changes that format, you're gonna trigger those old WoW memories, because for the majority, WoW was their first MMO. And so when you play something as your first like MMO, or like the first game you play, you always remember it, and it's going to trigger those good fun feelings you had, and because of that you're going to want to go back to WoW. So in a way, you kind of are trapped to WoW a little bit. Some people are able to like look past it, some people are not able to look past it and they want to go back. I quit WoW a bunch of times. I've quit WoW like 40 times and I still play it. But it's until something pushes the genre forward, you're not gonna see what are you not gonna see? You're gonna have those memories triggered. Like, I'm hoping that's what Guild Wars 2 does, because it's like it's supposed to be more of like a hack and like maybe like a Skyrim style, I guess. That's what I'm like hearing. I don't know if that's true or not, but if so, that means there's less reliance on like the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's gonna be like the dynamic questing system, so it's not all the same questing, and like that's the type of things that need to happen to like move the genre of MMOs forward, and because that's gonna make the game feel different instead of just being like the same type of game with, you know, new lore, like Star Wars, for example. I felt Star Wars was like WoW, except it has Star Wars lore and it has KOTOR elements, so it's like you can actually talk to people and be like, I wanna stab this guy with my lightsaber, and change how my character will develop. Like, that's cool, but it's not enough for me to like I don't know, throw all the time I've invested in WoW like out the window, because I don't know, part of it's time investment too, like I said, because you know, you put so much time into a game. Like that happened to me with League of Legends. I don't even want to play any of the new like those, what do you call those games? I can't even, like Dota 2 and whatever. Like MOBA. I don't want to play any new MOBA game because I've invested like so much time into playing League of Legends that like I don't know. It's all psychological. It's all in the marketing psychology. Those two things are tied together, psychology and marketing. And it's an interesting thing to talk about. So I don't know. I thought about getting Star Wars, but I'd rather wait. It's not worth it to me. So yeah. Okay. Now for the LoL question. Hello, Crendor. This is for your LoL section of World of Crendor. Riot has been promising achievements in League of Legends for a long time. They have actually already made the section for it under your profile. What do you think about this? Do you think achievements is a good idea, or do you think you'll get people hunting straight for achievements so they don't play to win and maybe screw a whole team over? I personally think it's a good idea, and I love achievements in all games, but I can see some problems with it. Zotek. In League of Legends, I personally don't like achievements, and it's partly because of the reason you just said, because League of Legends doesn't need achievements. Achievements are, I've always said, achievements are just so useless. You don't need achievements. They're just like these psychological goals, made up goals in your head. It's like if somebody told you, stack 10 pieces of paper on top of each other and I'll give you a cookie. Like, it makes no sense, but if you did it, you would feel a sense of accomplishment, like, yeah, I accomplished that and I got a cookie. Like, it's like these fake sense of accomplishments that our brains are, I don't know, it's like we want to feel that sense of accomplishment, and that's why games do it. But for a game like League of Legends, there's maybe, for like co-op versus AI, to like give that more of a, something to do instead of just like beat up the AI. You could add achievements for that, but not for like 5v5s ranked and thing, because that's what's gonna happen, is people are gonna be going for achievements instead of actually playing the game. So like there'll be a thing like kill 20 jungle mobs, and you'll be like, hey guys, let's group push mid, and they'll be like, wait, I gotta go kill 20 jungle mobs, I'm at 15 right now. Like, it's not, I don't like that. And there might be a thing like play a champion in ranked 5 times, and when you do that, you're gonna screw someone over. Like, what if you have to play an AD carry? What if you have to play Caitlyn 5 times? And then, you're gonna have people picking Caitlyn in, like, stupid situations. Like, hey, we need a support. I'm gonna be Caitlyn because I need the achievement. Like, I don't like that. I don't like it for League of Legends. I like it for games like WoW, or, Star Wars and Minecraft, because those games they use the achievements as like this incentive to keep you playing, because those games are just about time investment. League of Legends isn't about time investment, it's about the actual skill of playing the game. Like, maybe if they did it like StarCraft 2 did, where it's like, they're kind of hard to get achievements, like win a game in under 20 minutes, those types of things, where they actually get you trying to win. But even then, I feel like it's gonna change the way people play, and I don't like that, so... Drink my water. I don't like it. That's my opinion on that. Okay? And the final question. Hello, WoWcrendor. This is for your random section in your World of Crendor videos. I recently got the full version of Fraps and recorded a match of LoL, but when I tried to upload to YouTube, it was in the wrong format, so I went onto Windows Live Movie Maker to convert it, which took approximately 1 hour. By the way, this is only a 22-minute video, and then went to upload it onto YouTube, which took 3 hours. Anyway, my question is there any way to speed up the process? I know I could just make the video shorter, but I mean, like, do I need to buy a faster processor or something like that? Anyways, thanks for your awesome vids, Wolfhound007. I get this question a lot, and that is why I decided to answer it. Yet again, I use Fraps, and Fraps, most people, I don't think people understand that Fraps makes big AVI files, and it's good quality, but they're big, and when you edit them, you have to change it into something else. Like, you have to make them, you have to render them. That's what, you put them in your editing program and you render them into an MP4 or a WMV or whatever, and that should make them in between like 50 to 150 megabytes or so, depending on like the file size. And but you say it's only a 22-minute video. That's a pretty long video. And then you say it takes 3 hours on YouTube. That actually sounds well, it'd probably take like an hour on my internet. So like if you're in the middle of nowhere using like crappy internet, it'll take like, yeah, 2 to 3 hours. So I mean, there's not really a way you can speed up the process. You can get a faster hard drive, since that helps render times. Your RAM is gonna... Actually, would RAM help rendering? It might help. But, I mean, it's rendering and processing, or uploading and then processing, it takes a while. And that's why a lot of YouTube people actually... A vast majority of their time is taken up by the actual editing, rendering, uploading, processing. Like that whole like process of stuff takes multiple hours to do. And because of that, you need a good internet and a good computer for the most part if you're gonna be consistent on YouTube. And so yeah, it's the life of a YouTuber. But and yet again, people that say, well, I don't have the fastest computer, I don't have this, I don't have that. Well, sorry, you probably shouldn't be making videos. There you go. Okay? Okay. And if you're really motivated, go upgrade your computer, because if you're committed, you'll do what it takes. Okay? Okay. That's it for this episode of World of Crendor. If you have a question, you can email that question into worldofcrendor@gmail.com, and it may get answered on the next episode. I'm WoWcrendor, signing off. That sounded so weird, signing off. Like, who says that? I don't know. Okay, okay. For you.